On this page you can set the backgrounds that will be shown on all of your marketing system pages. Now before we get into this, I've got to make you aware that we do not authorize you to use any copyright images. And we make that fully your liability. You're the one that can get sued for that. If you violate someone's copyright, as a website that has users, we can send a notice to the DMCA letting them know that we've asked you to remove the content, but if you don't remove the content, there is a chance that you could get sued and have to deal with a lawsuit, even if you do remove the content. So make sure you do not use any copyrighted images that are not licensed for reuse. And the way to check that is to go to Google and search for images that are not copyright protected. And let me just show you how to do that really quick. So the first thing we're going to look for is a background picture. So just think of something you want as your background. So in this case, I'll just do something like a tropical resort. Maybe Hawaii. And then I'm going to click on images. And then what I'm going to do is do search tools and go to size and do larger than, I like to do larger than 2 megapixels. And then I'm going to go back to the search tools and usage rights, and I want to make sure it says labeled for reuse with modification. Now you could probably get away with reuse, but just to be on the safe side, probably with modification would be best. This looks like a good one right here. You want to look for something that has a relatively rectangular background. You don't want it to be too square because it's going to stretch it out a little bit to make it, the size of your browser. But this one will probably be alright. So I'm going to click on that one and just, some of these may not work, but click on them and see the actual picture. If you're able to right click on the picture and copy the image URL, then you can usually get it. If not, some of these are ones that you have to download, so those aren't going to work. So if you have one like that, just go back and find another one. This one here looks pretty good. Might be the same thing, but let's check it out. Okay, looks like this one. We can copy the image URL, so I'm just going to right click and copy the image URL. You can also pull it out of the address bar above. And then go into your system, just right here, set the background image URL right there, just press enter. So now if I'm going to go to my system page, before it loads my video on the main video full browser pages, it's going to show my background. And it's also going to show the background on all of my other pages, background picture. So if you're happy with just the background picture, you can stop there. You see on this account I've got a background video set, so it's going to show my background picture first, and then it's going to fade into my background video, which I think is a nice effect. So you can see it's got the same background in all of my pages. And then it's fading into my background video. Okay, so just click on customize your background to get back in there again. And again, make sure that you don't use any copyrighted protected images. Make sure that they're licensed for reuse, at least licensed for reuse, and to be on the safe side, licensed for reuse with modification. And then to get your background video, what we're going to do is just go to YouTube and find any video that you want on YouTube. So maybe let's just say background loops free HD, something like that. Just find a good background loop, or you can search for anything you want for your background. So here's one with just like flowers or something. So if you wanted to use that one, you just click on the share button, share link, and then copy the URL out from the share link, go into your marketing system, set that as the video, and then pay attention to the time that the video is. You can watch it on YouTube. This one's 17 seconds, it says right there. So what I'm going to do for the time is I'm going to start it at 0 and end it at 17. And you can loop that between any amount of seconds. Now if you have a video that's like 5 minutes, you've got to account for the actual seconds. So if you wanted to end it at 5 minutes, that would be 5 times 60. So that would be 300. So make sure you set that in seconds, not in minutes. You can't have any, colons or anything like that in there. You just have to do the exact second that you want it to start and the exact second that you want it to end. So once you've done that, just press enter in the boxes or press the submit button below. And now if we go back to the system, all of your pages will have this background video, this new background picture and background video. See, so it opens that up and plays the background video I have set. Now, the last option on there, let's go back into here again. If you have a video that has sound that you want to play in the background, I'm not sure if this video even has sound because it's just a loop, but if you do have one, say that you want to hear ocean waves or something like that, you can turn the, let me play this really quick on the test thing to see if it does have any sound. Sounds like there's no sound in that video anyway, but if you do have one that has like waves or something like that and you want to have that in your background, you can do that. All you have to do is just click play background sound, click yes, and then submit the changes, and that's going to play the background sound on the pages that you don't have videos. So if you have like a main video here, let me just show you one of the examples. So on this page, it's not going to play the background sound because you've got a main video that you want to play the sound on that. You don't want to have the background sound distracting people from that. So the background sound will play on any pages that doesn't have a video. So for instance, if I go to this Facebook place where people click on there to add you as a friend on Facebook, it's not, it is going to play the background sound on those pages. And that's pretty much all there is to setting your background picture and your background video. If you have any questions, just go to our Facebook group and go to the main page of the marketing system, and you can scroll down to right here and click on this link to go to our Facebook group, and we're happy to answer any questions you have in there.